All right, you beautiful individual, yes, you watching this video, I love you and I want to thank you for being part of this journey. This is going to be day 22. That's Peter. He jumps out with the most solid exit. That was exceptional, Peter. That was a great job, Peter. But yeah, this is me, day 22. I hop out. You can see my exit's pretty good. And then instantly I do a 180. You're asking why? Why, Sal? Why would you do a 180? Before Peter jumped out, there was a high puller. And yes, we discussed it. I was like, hey, is it a cool? It's like, you're doing a high pull. Is it okay if I do a wingsuit like flyby? And he's like, yeah, no problem. But as you can see here, my skill level is not even up to par or close to that because he's super far away. And then if you look in the top right hand corner, you can see him right there. I'm on my back. I'm looking at him. I'm like, man, we're not even close. So I'm just going to check him out. Once again, flying on my back. Now, as an additional thing that I want to go ahead and share with you guys, as you know, this is like the last video of the 30-day jumping series, and I want to go ahead and share some things that I learned. There's going to be 7 key things that I learned that I took away from this, and key number 1 is going to be in the wingsuit. If this is something that you want to do, you're going to have to breathe, you're going to have to relax, you're going to have to talk to yourself. I know that sounds crazy, but you're going to have to talk to yourself. And the more relaxed you are in the suit, the better flight you're going to have. I know that sounds kind of weird and strange, but the more relaxed you are, the better flight you're going to have. And there's my deployment. Yoo! Yoo! All right, I hope the voice recorder works. Let's go ahead and get it this one. Yoo! All right, day 22. Man, I got to leave closer to John because I saw him, but I didn't get close to him at all. But it's all good, baby. It's all good. Day 22. Start of the last week of the challenge. Let's go, baby. Woo! Man, I'm blessed. This feels amazing. Woo! Like I said there, I am blessed. This is such, like, there's a small percentage of people who are going to be able to experience this in their lives. And once again, I'm glad you guys are joining me on this journey. That's John jumping out. I believe this is day 23. Once again, he's doing a high pull and we're going to try for the flyby, baby. But once again, I am blessed to be honestly doing this. It's so crazy. But the second thing that I want to go ahead and teach you guys or share with you guys, hold on. I see target acquired. I don't know if you see that at the bottom right hand corner, there's an orange canopy and I'm like, oh, I got him in my sights. So right now I feel like a Top Gun pilot. I'm like, let's do this, baby. And there's a flyby. Man, I was so happy with that. It wasn't super close. I promise you, it was a lot closer from my point of view, but you know how the GoPros are. The GoPros make everything look like they're super far away, but it was close. So I was super happy with that wingsuit flyby. But the second thing that I want to go ahead and share with you guys is it's going to be body position. Body position. You see how my arms are super far back? That is no bueno. My arms should not be that far back. That's called a dihedral. This is not what you want to fly efficiently. You should have a slight D-arch. I know in skydiving a regular arch is okay, but you need a slight D-arch. You should be cupping the air in a wingsuit. Woo! Holy crap! I thought I was going to have line twist for sure. That was a shitty deployment, but I flew right by John, kinda. So, woo! I'm hyped with that. Hell yeah, John. There you go, boy. You wanted to fly by, you got it. Woo! Day 23. Let's go! Woo! All right, real talk though. I need to get down as fast as possible because I have to poop. All right, day 24. I figured I'd just leave that in there because it was funny. But yeah, these boys are jumping out with tracking suits. I'm pretty sure they're going to Brento, so stoked for you guys. That should be a sick trip. This is going to be day 24. This is myself in the yellow and David in the blue. David is an absolute ripper. He's jumping the ATC. I'm jumping the Swift. As you can see here, my exit is trash. I don't know what I was doing. I'm pretty sure that I overthought it. I was like, oh yeah, overthinking it, obviously. Like I said, going back to point 1. You just need to relax. You just need to breathe. You need to be present. If you overthink it and you get into your head, wingsuiting is a mental battle. I promise you. Like if you overthink things, it's not going to go well. But if you're just there, present, relaxed in the moment, then things are going to go solid. And then point number 2, once again, my body position is not ideal here. David really has to work to get to me, and you can see him doing an amazing job at that. But he is truly working in order to fly with me. My arms are kind of far back. Yeah, I'm flying fast, but I'm flying fast down, not really efficiently moving forward across the ground. So as you'll see here and we move forward in the video, I will show you guys that obviously after this jump, me and David talk about the jump and he's like, dude, you need to fix your arms, which I do. And at the end of it, you will see. But another thing, I wasn't even looking at him. Like, obviously he's trying to show me like, dude, he's like flapping his wings, like, fix your arms, fix your arms. I'm not even looking at him.
because in hindsight, he told me, he's like, yo, just fly your path, do what you need to do, act like I'm not there. So that's kind of what I did. I took it literal, but I should have been looking over at him and being like, okay, what do I need to fix, so he can kind of coach me in the air. But either which way, yeah, that's what's going on right there. And then you can see him later in the video. You'll see we do another two-way, and it progresses and things get a lot better. As you can see here, he's going to kind of come in for the dock, which I think is sick. But this is towards the end of our jump, which kind of sucks. But I'm pretty sure if we had more time, he would have grabbed my hand. And then this is time to flare. So he just takes off. As you see, he's gaining a lot of speed, and then he's going to plane out, and then he's going to flare. It's my turn to flare, and I'm kind of disappointed in this flare, and you'll see why. I go to grab the hacky, I miss it. I'm like, all right, let's go back into flight. I miss it again. Obviously, David flies right by me because he's already in a canopy, and at this point, I'm getting really low, and I'm getting scared, so I'm like, I'm just going to pitch it and find out what happens. But overall, for our first jump, successful, kind of disappointed, though.
Whoa! Whoa! That was a shit show? God! Dude, I suck! What the heck was that? Oh my God. What a disappointment. Ah! I suck. Well, on the bright side, David was next to me. That exit was trash. The deployment was trash. In between was okay. What was that, man? What? I'm disappointed. Wah, wah, wah.
All right, so once again, I was very disappointed, but later in the video, we do another two-piece nugget, me and David, and that jump goes a lot better, so be sure to stick around and well, check that out. Anyway, Chandler did an exit there. Once again, jumping out of planes is ridiculous. Like, I cannot believe this, and then this cloud picture is amazing. So I do a kind of a left-hand turn right off of the exit, and the reason I'm doing that is because me and Chandler discussed. He's like, hey, I'm gonna do a high pull. Is it cool? Yeah, I'm gonna do a wingsuit flyby. So you can see him. We're not super close, but he's in the top right-hand corner right there. You can see him kind of doing spirals and doing all that. And then once again, the main thing I'm trying to focus on is just keeping my body position and gaining speed at the same time. I was having a trouble, once again, with my arms going back. I realized I flew faster, and that's because that's where I'm more comfortable. But with my arms forward and flat, I didn't fly as fast. And then as you'll see here, I do pick some clouds that kind of fly in between, which is another sick thing, which was I use them as mountains, but I kind of flew right between them, as you'll see right now. Now, another thing that I want to share with you guys, there's three main disciplines that you can focus on when you're doing wingsuit flights. The first one is going to be speed, how fast you can go. The next one's going to be time, how long you can stay in the air. And then the last one, let me think, is going to be, we have speed, we have distance. Okay, the next one's gonna be distance, how far you can go. So speed, how fast. Distance is gonna be how far. And then once again, time, how long you can stay in the air. And that deployment was absolute trash. And then of course, moving forward, we work on that.
Oh my God, what is going on with me? Well, on the bright side, I was able to fly between the clouds, which was sick. I was trying to act like they were mountains. So I did that, but my deployments are crap. I'm disappointed with my deployment, but everything else was solid. Yoo!
Once again, I'm my worst critic. I'm the hardest on myself. But yeah, my deployment was not that bad, but I was disappointed in it. Anyway, so this is day 26. That's going to be Camille jumping out. She's in her wingsuit. That was a solid exit. Day 26, baby. Let's get into it. So the main things that I'm focused on this one is just making sure that my arms are flat, because once again, I looked back on the video and it was upsetting me that my arms were not flat, that they were pushed back in a dihedral. So I was really upset about that. So I was like, moving forward, I refuse. I'm going to act like I have a broomstick in my wingsuit, and I'm just going to keep it as straight as possible, as if I was an airplane, because airplanes' wings, they do not go back like that. So as you see here, my arms are pretty flat, and I'm really happy with that. This is a solid flight in my opinion. I'm super stable, but once again, my speed is slow, and this is the thing that kind of bothers me, because I need to find that balance between speed and keeping my arms straight. Now, another thing that I want to go ahead and share with you guys is probably the most important. This is a tip that somebody gave me. Probably the most important of a part of a wingsuit flight is going to be your deployment, which is the flare. As you can see here, my deployment on this one's pretty solid. And then again, I'm going to put my arms forward on this one, which is something that I tried. It's something that's new, but it helps my deployment out a lot. So the most important parts is the deployment and the exit. Everything else between that really doesn't matter.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. I hope that guy over there enjoyed the show. Woo! I think it's day 26. I'm not 100% sure, but let's just go with it. Day 26, let's go! So many wingsuit jumps in so little time every single day. Let's go. I was trying to take my time with that deployment, come to peace with myself with that deployment, and I'm really happy with that. So let's go. Also, I was trying to spend as much time as possible in the air, making sure that my wings were kind of pushed forward and not all the way back like that. So let's go.
All right, so once again, this is going to be day 27. This is me and Camille. We jump on first load or last load because first or last load as a packer, this is just the ideal time to jump. So as you can see here, I'm sticking my head out, making sure like, oh man, that's a solid exit. Which way she's going? That's the way she's going. Awesome. And then now it's my turn. So you can see here, I go out and out, and then I do a little hoppa-rooney, hoppa-hoppa-roo. And then my exit's solid, so I jump out. And the main thing I'm just trying to focus on, you can see me adjusting, kind of rolling my shoulders, getting adjusted, comfortable in the wingsuit. The main thing I'm focusing on here is just making sure that I'm flying efficiently. And once again, this body position is good. Efficient is flat and at a D arch. Now, this next body position, as you're going to see here with my arms back, is not so efficient. Obviously, I'm bleeding off a lot of energy. Now, the reason, and now looking back, obviously this is future Sal looking on some previous video, what I've learned is in order to fly fast and to fly efficiently, you should be able to pin out the wingsuit and stretch it to its like biggest capabilities, and then you want to go ahead and make sure your angle of attack or your AOA is as small as possible, because you as a wingsuit pilot, you want to go ahead and cut through the air, making sure that your drag is not big and your burble is small. Anyway, you want to cut through the air like a knife. So that deployment was solid. Once again, I put my arms in front of me, and that's day 27, baby. Let's go.
Wow! Yeah, baby! Yeah! All right! I think that body position was solid! Man, I could really feel myself pushing against the air to kind of fight and stay up. We'll check the video, but that felt great! Yeah! And I felt fast. So we'll see. Just trying to progress each and every day, baby. Let's go.
That's why we are here, to progress, to become better individuals, to push our limits, and to do things that we didn't think were even possible. Once again, I am jumping out of a plane with material between my legs and my arms as a wingsuit pilot, like a little baby bird. This is insane. Life is beautiful. I am blessed. So this is going to be day 28. So we're jumping out. You can see, obviously, there's wingsuit pilots behind us. This is probably the most solid exit of the whole video, and I'm super stoked on this exit. And then once again, I'm just trying to play with body position, just trying to make sure that I have that broomstick in my arms and that my arms are not being bent backwards behind me, and I'm just trying to fly flat and stable. I'm just trying to get as comfortable as I can in the wingsuit. So that's primarily what's going on here, because when you fly with other people, when you flock, you want to fly efficiently. In order to be a good lead, you want to fly efficiently, and then you want to make sure you're leading the group where they need to go. But anyway, just fly efficiently, and you need to set a consistent fall rate so that the other people can kind of match that, and then you guys can fly together. But if I can't even fly by myself, then what the heck, you know what I mean? So anyway, that was a kind of weird tangent, but I'm just trying to be as straight as possible, like a baby bird, and I think my arms are pretty flat on this one. I'm really solid with that body position. As you can see here, I'm flaring, flare. I grab my hacky, I pitch it, I bring my arms in front of me, and that deployment was solid, baby. Let's go. We're making progress each and every day.
Yes! Day 28! Day 28! Once again, focused on body position. I feel like that was solid. I was just trying to cup the air as much as possible and make sure that my arms were not swept back, that they were straight. So we'll see how it goes. Day 28. Let's go! Woo!
All right, day 29. I know I'm stoked on that one, and day 28 was great, but this one's not going to be so great, so let's get into it. All right, so this is me jumping out, and if you look at the graph on the speed, you can already tell this jump is just all over the place and really weird. And then this is why I'm going to go ahead and say it. Some jumps are going to be better than others. Of course, you can't knock every single jump out of the park. And right on exit, I'm like, what am I doing? I'm flying on my back. I'm looking at the plane. I'm all over the place. I'm just doing 360s. I lost my heading. And I'm like, all right, this is not the way I wanted to start this jump, but hey, let's do it. And I find my heading and I'm going. And then once again, I'm keeping my arms flat as if I have a broomstick, and I'm trying to gain speed. And then you'll see I put my arms behind me, and the speed graph says it all, because you'll see I increase my speed, I slow down. I increase my speed, I slow down. And throughout the whole flight, honestly, I felt like I was fighting the suit. And this is not, once again, what you should be doing. You should just be kind of falling, relaxing, enjoying, pinning the suit out. I mean, when I say relax, I don't mean relax, but you should pin the suit out and kind of fly the suit. And on this one, I felt like I was going between flying the suit and the suit flying me. And it was going back and forth, and I was just all over the place. As you can see, I'm not as stable as I usually am, and I was not happy with this, which leads me to the next point. If you are having trouble and you need a mentor or you need a coach, you should definitely do that. And this is why I'm going to get coaching moving forward in the future, because I would love to progress, and a way, like a cheat code to progress faster is, of course, get a mentor or get a coach. So you should definitely do that, and I recommend it moving forward is hiring a coach or getting a mentor, so this way they can kind of guide you and accelerate your progression.
Oh my God. Day 29, holy crap. It wasn't my most stable flight. I was really trying to work my body position and gain speed at the same time, but it really wasn't working out. So you win some, you lose some. Hey, it is what it is. My deployment was solid, my exit was not so solid, but it's all good, baby. Day 29, Yoo!
So as you saw there, that was day 29, and this is day 30. Ian is jumping out. He's going to do a high pull. See ya. He's holding his glasses because obviously you don't want to lose them. Anyway, this is me and David. As I promised before in the video, this is going to be me and David. We do another two-piece nugget. We're going to fly together, and this flight goes a lot better than the first one. You're going to see my arms are not as far back as they were in the original video, and David's able to kind of stay with me. Kind of. You'll see. I'll explain it as we go. But the plane is diving. David's kind of far back there, and I'm just trying to fly as efficiently as possible. The first flight between me and David, I acted like he wasn't even there. I wasn't looking for him. On the second flight, he was like, hey, don't be afraid to look over your shoulder and look for me. And I was like, okay, I'll do that. And then once again, I'm looking for him, just trying to find a reference, being like, hey, where is he? What's going on? And once again, right now, I'm just trying to make sure I'm flying the pattern that I'm supposed to be flying, and my arms are flat, and I'm flying efficiently. This way, David can match my speed, and everything can be peaches and cream, and we can fly together. So as you see there, I look over my shoulder and I see him. I'm like, let's go. I'm excited. Let's go. Okay, there he is. So he's kind of in front of me right now, and I'm like, oh, what's going on? And then you see he does a sachet. And what a sachet is basically he's going to try and kind of carve out to the right and then carve out to the left so we can get back on the same level with each other. And then I'm just trying to, once again, fly consistently. I'm looking for him, like, what's going on? Where is he at? And towards the end of this jump, you'll notice that me and him get together and we kind of get stoked. I wish the GoPro did it proper justice, because it seems like it's really far away on the GoPro, but I promise you, from my point of view, we're a lot closer than the GoPro makes it feel like. But again, I'm checking my altitude, I'm looking for him, and there he is, and he's telling me, he's like, yo, let's go steep, like, let's get some speed, let's go head low, kind of. And I was like, all right, let's do that. So I kind of put my arms behind me to gain speed. This is the only way that I know right now. And then you see him there in front of me. We're kind of going back and forth. We're flying together now at this point, kind of, sort of. And then once again, he's trying to tell me, like, hey, like, get some steepness, like, put your head down. And I'm trying, but I'm a little baby bird and I don't know how to fly too well. But then you'll see he breaks off, like, he comes together and we're there, and then he's like, all right, see, I'm gonna break off, and then he like zooms off. So it just shows me the potential of like what the suit can do and what I obviously can achieve later. But both his deployment and my deployment were solid. I literally watched him like gain speed, then level out, and then flare, where he was gaining altitude, which was like, I've never seen that from a visual. I've seen it online. I've never seen it in person. So this jump was just A1 sauce. Thank you, David. I appreciate you and I love you, brother.
Yeah, baby, day 30. I mean, I guess that was an improvement, kind of. I don't know. We'll see what David has to say. But day 30, baby, let's go. A full month in the wingsuit. Yow!